Hey family, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you. Come on in, family. Come on in, come on in. Look, we are going to discuss, excuse me, family, I have a little oil on my face. We are going to discuss this issue with France. Do you see how France is collapsing? See, they have lied so long and so hard. They have said that the African countries needed them. But the truth of the matter is that they need and depend on the African countries. I am so happy to see that Africa is cutting them off because these countries are like vampires. These European countries, all of them, including the United States, they are all like vampires. They want to suck the life out of you. They will just suck, suck, suck until there's no life left for you. And this is what they were trying to do to Africa. They were just gouging the resources from the different countries. And there's still some African countries that are allowing the nonsense, but I'm so happy about the ones that are standing up. So let us get into this, family, because this is a beautiful thing. So this is it's called Business AM. So this is a small article about exactly what's going on. So it says six of the countries in Africa that have been under the influence or control, rather, of France for decades are now asserting greater sovereignty and, as a part of the process of reevaluating their defense partnerships, are now at various stages of disengaging with France. Soon it'll be with the United States and every European nation that they can. This marked another step in the former colonial powers' military retreat from Africa. Of those disengaging, five are in the West, but two are in Central Africa. While one is the Central African Republic, the other, Chad, has made its case known in a dramatic manner earlier this year. Senegal and the Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, are putting up some modicum and diplomatic finesse. Although it is not a known fact that Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, although it is now a known fact that Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have turned their backs on France after taking far reaching measures, including the formation of the Alliance of the Sahel. See, they are getting their own thing together. They're not depending on these people anymore, and they're not going to allow them to depend on them. In fact, what I was reading earlier is that Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, I believe, have all struck deals with Putin of Russia. Okay, so that they're going to build the nuclear. They're going to have nuclear capabilities in their country. Now, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso have joined together. Those three, and I think there are more joining them as well. And so they're going to have the capability to build nuclear arms. This is what should have been taking place. But I'm so happy that it is taking place now. And you can believe this white devil is going to try to come and disrupt the process, but it's not going to work. It's time for Africa to pull away from the European nations. It is time for Africa to get fair, equal money for all of their resources instead of giving resources to these European nations and they're selling them at pennies on the dollar or they're taking them at pennies on the dollar. And then the countries are still in ruin and they have no benefit of anything. And then the European nations, they have electricity, everything that they should not have, okay? Because the resources come from Africa, okay? The reason why the Most High chose to put the melanated people on that continent was because he knew how greedy and corrupt the rest of you were. And yeah, you should not be over those kind of resources at all. But it goes on to say that new alliances formed by some former French colonies recently tend to have some ideological undertone, as in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, and the Central African Republic, as they sever ties with France and have been turning to Russia and thereby forging connections with the Wagner paramilitary group instead. Family, I was looking at everything that the president of Burkina Faso has been doing. Now, those other presidents are also doing a phenomenal job with their countries, but everything that Burkina Faso has done, the president of Burkina Faso have done since he has taken over that country. I'm telling you, this man has already gotten. They are building the electric cars. He is building homes, beautiful homes for women who have no husbands and pregnant women and things in that. They get free education. They get free hospital. Honey, he's doing. Okay, he's doing what a president should do. Uh, we in the so-called richest country in the world. You got free health care. You getting a home because you having a baby. That's because your country, America, and none of the other European nations don't care about its people. They could care less. But these presidents are caring about their people and they're putting them first as they should. We should all be thinking, uh, I know we got this war going on, you know, with each other. Black people, we're gonna have to put that down. Okay, we didn't tell the Africans and the Caribbeans how we feel. Some of them have apologized and want us to move forward. We gonna have to let it go because I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gonna be able to stay in America, baby. The way America is going right now, it is going down the tubes very fast. It has already been flushed and it's hit it down into the bottom of the toilet. Know this. So we have to get ourselves together and align ourselves with a place that's going to be going places. Trust and believe that Africa is going to be booming. You better go and buy you a condo or a plot of land or something. We can do that. Let's take our resources and our power. See, we have power, okay? We built this country. Black Americans built America. When we leave America, it's gonna go to the garbage. It already is. Know this, black people. We have to be smarter and we have to think smarter because we know the Most High is over us. We know what He is doing for us. how He has protected us. Trust me, the things they put us through, we should not be here anymore. We should be instinct, but we're not. We're still here. That is because He wants us here. So we gotta put our differences aside and start to move forward with those that we can. Now, for those that we can't move forward with, then we toss them too. We toss them in the trash with the white ones, and we just keep going. But it is time for Black people to come together, and I'm glad it's starting with Black Americans that we're coming together with ourselves because we're gonna have to do that. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do that. And then once we can see where we want to do and be, then we can embrace all of the rest of the Black people that will embrace us. And I'm going to say that most sure, that will embrace us. And if you want to embrace us, then we're not worried about it. But what we do got to do is separate from this lineage of evil, these reptiles. You know what they are, okay? Well, we definitely got to separate from them because they destroy everything. Since they have set their evil white feet on the ground, on the earth, they have did nothing but kill, steal, and destroy, and a couple of other things too. You know, with the children and women and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we got to separate from that. But family, I am so happy. I am so proud of Niger and Burkina Faso. I saw something where the World Bank told Niger they couldn't start selling their uranium because they cut ties with France too. And why they got to wait to sell their uranium until it's been decided that they are, and now they gave all the reasons that to the UN and everything, that the reason they're cutting ties with France and everything is correct. They have been taking advantage of these people's countries for forever since they have colonized them. But the World Bank and these other nation, groups like the UN and all these, see, they're only going to look out for the European nations. Bottom line, it's going to come down to them completely severing ties with all of it. It's going to come down to that because they're never going to do what's right. They're not going to. They don't care about the people on the continent. They only care about themselves. You know, China couldn't come over here and just start siphoning off resources from America or from France or from the UK. Oh no, they wouldn't have none of that. But they can go to somebody's country and just start taking resources and throwing them a couple of pennies and everything is fine. Family, it is coming to an end. And I am so happy. I'm here for it. And I will be one of the ones on that continent living soon. All right, family. I thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and keep coming back. And we need you. We thank you so much. We humbly thank you. Take care, family. Peace. Bye bye.